know the
You tell me.
reason why?
You tell me.
Okay, so now if you see someone who's some girl, she's showing her body to you, and the other one she's covering her body. Which one you will choose to do anything with her?
It depending on the person who look at her.
No. So no.
It depending on the person who look at her.
Just you not now. You are a man. You walk. You walk.
I agree on what you're saying.
This is the reason why because
yeah, I agree what you're saying
Yeah.
because human being, men, especially men, are visual.
because some men is not good. Some
I know,
men is bad.
I know.
There's the reason why it says cover your body.
Okay, I understand. That is common sense. That is common sense. That is a common practice according to what a man, especially the weakness of man is eyesight. Eyesight look at a woman's body, you feel sexual and then he will be tempted to sin, right? But if you compare now what practices you have in the Islamic countries compared to the Western are bold, even the artist, the artists, they ask all those bold nude picture. To the Westerner, the nude picture of women are not sexy like the Islamic people. The Muslim look at nude people very sexy. I can tell you, I can understand because I'm a Chinese. I'm in the middle. I'm not that super conservative that asks a woman to cover themselves. Neither would I want a woman to be naked. I don't like that. But for the Western culture, I'm not talking about Christianity. I'm talking about religion.
Yeah.
I'm talking about human nature.
Yeah.
For the Western culture, they look at human body, look at woman naked. They still look at beauty. They look at tempted to have sex. They don't tempted to have sex with them. I mean, I don't agree on that. I mean, this is what's happening in the Western circle now.
Okay,
But for the Islam,
80% of people, 80% of men say this, you will find 20% they want to sleep with her. Here in United States.
No, actually, it depending where you're coming from.
Every man has like, I don't know.
Wait. The sinful nature.
Yeah, something inside
sinful
him.
Nature.
Something inside him. He wanna go and try this because
generally you might say I will agree on you because I'm also conservative like you and I'm conservative. I don't like women naked. I don't like them to wear even the provocative dress. Those with half, even winter, they're very, very short, they're barely coming out. I look at them not sexy, ugly actually. I look at them ugly. The woman with it, low cup. I look at them not beautiful. What beautiful? What beauty can you say? I'm not tempted. Today I look at them ugly actually. A fat woman, a pumpy woman wear low cup and short and they're barely coming up. My goodness. But to me, I look at them not having any sexual temptation to me. But to the Islamic, to your thing,
I'm not thinking about me or you. I'm talking about the human.
Yeah, that's why I know. That's why Islamic practices based on that very ancient kind of general consensus at that time. General consensus means it's good for the woman to cover up. It is not good for a woman to expose herself. But the Western Greco culture in the Western, they don't care.
They don't care about.
But the immorality in the Islamic society is not less than the Western society. I can tell you. You know why? Because I know those Islamic Muslims going to the Western country that involve sex.
I know.
Not anything less than the Western people.
I know.
That's why you agree on me too. So that's why the sexual temptation for the woman, for the man, is not limited to the covering up of the woman or not. If you cover how many cover, you still can see through from inside. Because human being has imagination. The more you cover, the more he imagine inside how sexy the bottle, the Coca-Cola bottle inside. It is true, that pornography is so popular, so rampant in the Islamic country. Now you have the internet, right? You have internet, so the Muslim men all fall into sin.
You know what?
How rich, the richer they are, the more sexual women they have in the Arabic country.
It's complicated to
explain
it, but because there's a lot of stuff you have to
That's
know
why
about it first.
The more conservative you are, the more susceptible. The more conservative you are, the more susceptible for you to be tempted by the nakedness of human beings.
So
I come from, because you know why? Because I come from a conservative family background too. My mother also very conservative. That's why I was suppressed sexual temptation. I was suppressed. Nobody explained this sexual thing to me. That's why when I grew up, when I was a teenager, I was susceptible to sin. I was terrible in that time. I fall into sin. I fall to do yeah. I understand it. So only when after that, when I grown up and I become a believer, I exposed myself. I opened up to study. I went to research. I went to, of course, secretly read about those sexual things. I mean, I just simple thing to let people know, right? I'm old. I can tell you. I can tell you now. I exposed myself to all those study, to all those pictures. I even look at those pornographic movie, all these things. I exposed myself to it. After that, I was gone. I had no trouble with those sexual thing, pornography, or woman, or this thing anymore, because I'm exposed to it. My curiosity was gone. I have already known the sexual, the body structure, even the private part of the woman. There's no problem for me because I've already seen in a picture, in a real picture, taken up pornography picture. I've seen all these things, so I have no curiosity. No curiosity, then I'm not subjected so much to the sexual temptation of the pornography anymore. So that's why I overcame all this pornography. Now today, a lot of people still addicted to it. A lot of people still addicted to it because of suppression, especially for Muslim guys. Because of suppression, the suppression for us will make us psychological. All the more we want to sin, go against the rule. So there's a human psychology because we are sinful basically. There's a problem. There's another for men. I mean, I'm talking about men to men, right? For a woman, there will be another story. They're not that kind of, they are greed. For women, it's a lust, it's a greed or for more money. But for men, it's more sexual. That's why you get a lot of sexual permissive instruction in the Quran and the Islamic. There's a lot of sexual things. You're teaching people how to have sex, you're teaching people how to have many women. Even Muhammad was bred to be a sex power of 40 men, something like that.
No.
You don't have that?
No.
Don't have that? You look at Christian Prince. If you know English, Christian Prince in the YouTube. Christian Prince
Wait,
as a YouTuber.
So you mean that Muhammad would marry a lot of girls?
He has a sexual activity with the slave girls.
No, I will tell you. He's the only one. He's the only one who marry a lot of girls, and he takes
Only one virgin.
What?
Only one virgin.
One what?
One virgin. The rest are married women.
He married a Jewish girl. He married a Christian girl.
Right.
And he married a Muslim. And he's the only one who can do this. Like, he married above 4. For me, I just can do with 4. That's it.
Okay.
Because for the man, he can do with 4, but for the woman, that's not. It's different.
That's what I don't like Muhammad,
So I'll tell you what. So now, if the woman, she married more than one, and she has sex with 1 and 2 and 3 for 3 days, and she got pregnant, which one is the fault?
Okay, so it's
for
for 9 months, pregnancy, right?
After 9 months, okay, you will know about after 9 months, but now which one is the father? But for the man, if he sleep with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and they got pregnant, who's the father? You. This is different.
If everybody follows the rule. If a woman have sex with different men, she doesn't even know who the father is. If what you're saying is the woman only have sex with one man, okay, then what you're saying is true.
Yeah.
But if the man having sex with different women, the woman only take your sex sperm from you, then of course you are the one, the father of the child.
Yeah, because
if everybody follows the rule of the Islamic regime, what you're saying in the Islamic society, then you work. Like for example, polygamy. You talk about many wives, right? Polygamy, they will work. But then this one, coming back to Muhammad marrying many wives, and then we as common ummah can only marry 4. I find that is also disgusting. You know why? Because there's inconsistency. There's a superiority on Muhammad's side. There's privilege for Muhammad. Since he's a prophet.
You cannot just go and say I will marry 4.
But of course he more. How many wives he has for Muhammad?
I don't remember, but
I don't think you can know. People say 11. Some say that you don't even know. Yeah, that's right. That's why I said that inconsistent. You know why? Because Muhammad is a man. He's a sexual drive like a man. But you know what happened? Allah has a curse on him. He has no son. Terrible. I think no children. So have sex with many women, but no children.
So why did he don't have a son? You know why?
Yeah, you tell me.
Okay, because after he died, and Abu Bakr come, the leader, they cannot say Abu Bakr is the same as Muhammad. But if you have a son and you are a prisoner, they become a prisoner after you. So they would say, okay, he's the same as his father, so he's a prophet too. There's a reason why God do not make him to have a child. Even he got like 2, I think, and they got died.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason why.
Oh yeah. So never mind about. I don't want to get into that because that would be offensive. That issue. But I would find that like in this inconsistency. You said you asked me why don't I believe on Muhammad. That's why I see the inconsistency. I see the abuse of man's sexuality in Muhammad time in him, and he also always use revelation from Allah to justify she is going to marry, who is what he want to have sex with. So he use Allah. Even he talked to his beloved wife, the Aisha. He also used elaboration Allah to cover him to do a lot of things that he likes. That Aisha also objected him, but he said Allah asked me to do it. What can you do? Even Aisha mentioned that Allah is favoring you. Allah is good to you. He said,
No. I just want to understand what you mean that you're asking Allah
to have a permission. Allah actually permitted him to do something that Aisha did not like. Aisha did not like him to do it, but he said Allah's will for me to do it. That's why there's a conflict in the ideology. That's why Muhammad won over Aisha.
No.
Aisha could not fight over him because he said this is a revelation from Allah.
Because he's a man.
I mean, there's for some aside from the argument. So I'm saying he's a man.
So
he's like a man like us. Actually,
No.
actually, I can tell you. I ask you, for a man, do we like to be content with one woman or many women, as many as possible? As a man,
like what?
we have sex with many women as possible. I mean, an inner desire. Do we have?
To be honest,
Yeah.
everyone wanna have sex with Allah.
Right.
To be honest, but at the same time, it's
A man has
for
a kind of problem, you know.
First, you have to follow the rules.
All right, but Muhammad doesn't have to follow the rule, right?
No, he has.
What rule did he follow?
Yes.
What rule did he follow?
Salah. You pray.
I mean, talking about wife, talking about sex.
I told you. He
What sex?
has. I told you he has a specific case. Like he's not like us.
Yeah.
As the same as Jesus. I told you, Jesus he's not the same as us.
Also,
He's
Muhammad
here,
is different.
So
Muhammad
Jesus
is different.
here, and we are here. We
Okay,
are not the same.
Okay, what about Muhammad? Muhammad is also up there.
Yeah, he's also up there.
That's why I see
So-
that he's not a good example for us. We cannot follow his example.
No, we can.
No, we cannot because he's above there. We cannot follow because he's
So
too
why you
high.
follow Jesus?